Alright, we're going to be doing a Xenoverse 2 Awoken tier list as people who do not keystone or key cancel. Not that it matters, because we're ranking Awokens. But it should be interesting nonetheless.
Now, me personally, I don't take the game seriously.
Same. But, yeah. We're doing all these Awokens, including the new one, which changes your hair and eyes. Everyone was excited for that, even though they should have done it at the beginning. But I think it's pretty crazy. It's not broken. I know it might seem broken because of the attack buff, which is insane. It does give a 30% buff to everything, but it's balanced out because of the defense reduction. Not reduction. It is a reduction, actually. If someone gets you in a combo while you're in Beast, you're going to be taking a lot more damage than usual. Not as much as if you were a male Majin at low stamina, but it's kind of comparable.
Yeah, so as a male Majin, I can kind of confirm this a little.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, the animation to transform takes so unbelievably long. Even, let's say you're a male Saiyan and you do that one knockaway everyone likes to spam, the XY square triangle, YX,
or YX for Switch players.
Yeah, so we play on Switch. If you do that and then transform into Beast, they can still break your stamina after that, and everyone knows how long the knockback lasts. So
yeah, or you can even do that with Super Saiyan God. Well, I have done it with Super Saiyan God.
yeah, it is ridiculous. But other than those two things, it's very good. It's not as good as some other transformations that recently got buffed, but you know.
We'll get to those.
Then we have a giant Namekian that's straight up and broken. It's so good. It has Ki Blast that can combo you, and they do like half your health bar each hit. That's an exaggeration, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
Sure, you could just do an ultimate, but if the Namekian player knows what you're going to do, then
They can just de-transform, so when they de-transform, you miss the ultimate.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think I need to speak on that anymore. Not to mention they have so much range, and if you're playing on a stage like the World Tournament, you literally can't escape them. Because don't mistake their appearance for being slow. They are really fast. They have dashes like everyone else.
Yeah, he runs at you like so max, bro.
For real. Anyway, I don't think anyone's going to contend me and saying it's broken. Anyway, now we got Future Super Saiyan, or in my opinion, the worst version of Potential Unleashed. It's literally just normal Super Saiyan, like Super Saiyan 1, but the animation is faster and it recovers your ki more when you're attacking. So, I know some people like it, but why use it over Potential Unleashed, which is just better in every way?
Yeah, and Potential releases on every race.
So, I mean, I guess you use this if you are running a Super Saiyan 1 build, but you don't want to have to try to use Ki to de-transform from Super Saiyan 1. I guess. But me personally, I never use Future Super Saiyan unless it's a themed build. So, what are your thoughts on it?
Not much actually. I use it on theme builds only.
Alright.
But other than, I think it's just a faster Super Saiyan. Well, not faster, but the animation wise.
Yeah.
Anyway, next we got Kaioken.
Oh boy. What are your thoughts on Kaioken? Because I already know where I'm putting it.
I don't like times 1 and times 3. I don't like times 20, but even that, you need to like manage it properly, I guess I could say.
Yeah.
Unlike me, who just uses it until my stamina runs out.
I mean, the main problem is when you unlock an Awoken, they say you mastered it immediately instead of like giving you the levels progressively as you get good with the Awoken, which would solve the issue between a certain Awoken that we will talk about. But with Kaioken, I feel like they should have, when you unlock it, they should have made it so you can only use times 1 for a certain amount of time, then you get times 3, and then you get times 20.
Or they could just be separate transformations.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But if it needs a rework, because the stamina drain is a little too much, considering Considering the buff it gives, which is I don't even think it's. I get it not being comparable to like Super Saiyan and stuff, but considering it's literally the only other transformation for every race other than Beast and Potential Unleashed, and for the longest time it was only Potential Unleashed and Kaioken. It needs a rework because the multiplier is so not there. Considering the fact that your stamina goes down, sure you get infinite vanishes in times 20, but if you don't know how to use it, then it's not going to help you at all.
Yeah, sometimes you get evasive and that takes like stamina.
True. So
basically evasive are useless.
Yeah. You could argue that it's good in bursts, so you could do that, but why do that when you have moves like Kaioken Assault and Kaioken Counter?
Objectively better moves, by the way.
Yes. The buff it gives is just not worth it. They need to, in the next update, they need to increase the damage it does, and they need to remove the fact that you take more damage in it. I just discovered that, by the way. You take more damage in Kaioken for whatever reason, because apparently it wasn't bad enough.
Good luck using this on male margins.
On God. Anyway, next we have
Potential Unleashed. I call this transformation Mr. Clean.
No.
At least for Gohan. I think it's great or good.
I'm not gonna say it's broken, but this is just a very balanced transformation overall. It increases the ki you get by attacking. I don't think it gives you a defense buff. I don't remember all the stats for it, but it's very good, very balanced transformation. It's very fast. It's literally just a faster version of this animation.
Yeah, if someone vanishes behind you, transform. If you are doubting your decision, transform.
The only thing I don't like about it is Gohan gets shiny with it, but no one else does.
Yeah.
You only get the aura, but it's not even that big of a deal. It's just a pet peeve of mine. Yeah. It's just a very solid transformation. It doesn't have crazy damage increases like some of the forms we'll be getting to. It is just very balanced, and it's for every race, so, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Beast if you don't want to take millions of damage in one combo from your enemy.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a downside to using it either.
Either, you mean like Beast and Potential Unleashed?
No, Potential Unleashed.
Oh. There isn't a downside. I think your stamina recovery stays the same too. So. Now,
Flying Nimbus.
Oh, yeah, Flying Nimbus. I don't use Flying Nimbus. I used it when I first unlocked it.
I use it.
So you're gonna have to help me with this one.
Alright, so Flying Nimbus, I would say it would be like pretty crazy or great. Like
high grade, low crazy, below Beast, above Potential Unleashed.
Below Potential Unleashed, because the thing I don't like about Flying Nimbus is you can't use any of your
super attacks.
Yeah, like I feel like they should have had like some Powerpole extend attacks for like. Well, I guess that's just the.
It does happen. It's like the Ki Blast.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it has super armor, and you can do combos with it, and even on occasions you can dash at your opponent and just like do the heavy attack, and then it'll go around them in circles, and it just hits them. It like literally mixes them fighter style.
Yeah. The only really annoying thing about it is if your opponent really does know how to deal with it, they can just grab you off your guard. So, and it immediately takes away your Flying Nimbus, but it doesn't take any ki to use. So, I mean.
Oh yeah, if your stamina's broken, you can't use it for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason.
I guess for balancing wise, but this game.
So, I think it would go in top of good tier then.
Yeah, I agree too.
Because it's not broken in any way. I mean, if you don't know how to fight it, it's going to seem broken, but it really isn't. The super armor is really easy to get past because you can just grab it. Just think of it like a super armor limit burst, but they take no damage.
Yeah. That's
And now we have Purification.
Oh, wait, did I mention sometimes when you're flying the flying Nimbus, you can just be knocked off of it if you get hit.
Too many times? Yeah.
Oh, too many times? Oh, okay.
It's like a damage threshold.
Like a Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3, like super armor characters. You have to like do a certain amount of punches to break the super armor.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. And next we have Purification.
Ooh.
It's literally just Kid Buu.
I don't like this. I don't like playing this transformation because it's quite literally just Kid Buu.
Yeah, it transforms your moveset into Kid Buu, which shows that they got a little lazy, which we know in the Xenoverse does. They peaked in DLC 6, sadly. But I think Purification is okay for what it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it needs a rework.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, it does have a different block.
Like
I get what you're saying, because it's...
Also, the block is kind of broken too.
So we can go in order.
So on Purification, I don't really like using it. Sure, it may be good if you like actually play Kid Buu, but at the same time, you build a moveset for your CAC, for your Majin. But then once you use Purification, it just goes out the window and replace it with Kid Buu. Like really Kid Buu.
So I mean, if you like playing as CAC Majins and you like playing Kid Buu, then this is just a win for you.
But for everyone else, it's just...
What everyone else would be thinking is, why use this over something like Potential Unleashed or Beast?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sure, it has the block where you just become invulnerable for some reason, and it has the Super Dash, which is Sonic.
Yeah. So...
That doesn't save it, though, because it's a very lazy transformation.
I think by reworking it, like, you can... They just, like, need to
make it so you can choose the moveset for the Kid Buu part of it. I don't think I don't think they should just get all the Kid Buu's moves. You should be able to customize at least maybe the ultimate attacks or something.
Yeah, so it's like situational.
The one thing that saves it over Kaioken is the de-transform animation is very funny. You just immediately get slumped on the ground. It's hilarious. But that's it. It does need a rework. It's very lazy transformation.
Yeah. Alright,
next we have Super Vegeta. It's just Super Saiyan, but for Ki Blast builds.
So for female Saiyan builds.
Yeah, it's
good.
Yeah, good. I don't have anything particularly bad to say about it. So apparently Super Vegeta 2 gets a Super Saiyan 3 level buff to Ki Blast, but it all has the issue of, again, like with Kaioken, you get both levels of Super Vegeta immediately instead of building up to it.
Like key-wise or like progressive?
No, like starting with Super Vegeta and then leveling up in the game to get Super Vegeta 2. Because what would be the point of using Super Vegeta 1 unless you're disrespecting your opponent? You're just going to skip it.
Yeah. I barely use Super Vegeta.
Me too. I don't have a lot of Ki Blast builds, and even then, I like to balance out the Ki Blast being overpowered by using like Super Saiyan God or something. Because
I think Super Vegeta should go to good, like in between Powerpole.
It's good, but I don't want to say it's on the level of Potential Unleashed.
Yeah.
Because it's still at the same downsides as normal Super Saiyan. And moving on, I know that transition was so good.
Super Saiyan.
Normal Super Saiyan is just better than Super Vegeta because Vegeta only takes L's. And Goku's in this picture, so it only makes sense. Anyway, to be real, Super Saiyan is just it's a good.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to argue with that.
It buffs your it buffs your basic attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the cost of it.
It reduces how much ki you get from combos. It's only really noticeable in Super Saiyan 3. And it used to be, so Super Saiyan 3 would have reduced stamina recovery as well, but they recently fixed that in the recent update that added waste. So now Super Saiyan 3 is actually viable.
Yeah,
with the, I think it's a 30% increase to strike.
that's a lot.
I can't remember the
Yeah.
number specifically. It might be 25 or 30, but it's very good. The only complaint I have is there's no reason to use normal Super Saiyan over Super Saiyan 2, which again is why they should
looks,
visually cooler.
yes.
I know. They should have made it so you can build up to it again. Like, you can do the mission where Vegeta's training you to get normal Super Saiyan, but no, you can just go Super Saiyan 3 off the bat.
Yeah, I heard that your custom Goku can just get only Super Saiyan.
Yeah, they literally have an Awoken where you can only have just Super Saiyan, but they just don't use it. They don't use it, man. And Vegeta has the same thing with Super Vegeta, so I don't know.
But that's Vegeta's technique.
Yeah, if I were to separate the Super Saiyan transformations, I put Super Saiyan 2 would be in Great. Normal Super Saiyan would be in...
No,
Good.
Super Saiyan will be in good.
Actually,
Super Saiyan
now that I
2.
think about it, I should probably put this in... I don't want to put it in needs a rework, but it does. Honestly, both of these do need a rework with the way they work. It's fine what they do.
I don't really.
I'm gonna put them in good though.
Yeah.
And next we have...
Super Saiyan God. Also my favorite transformation.
You already know where this is going, bro.
Broken.
Broken with a capital B. Because this, it gives you... I can't remember the values. It could be switched around. But it's either a 60% buff to your basic attacks or a 40% buff.
And not to
Which
men-
is double beast, by the way. Without any downsides. It's literally just a buff to your basic attack.
And not to mention the heavy attack combos that do a ka-ching sound.
Yeah, which is very satisfying. I can see you saying it's lower if you're bad at timing your inputs, but even then it does a lot of damage if you don't time your inputs, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
It practically makes super attacks a little unviable, in my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
And then there's no key drain, I would think.
Yeah, there is no key drain. In fact, it gives you more key for attacking.
Only for your super attacks to be kind of useless. Unless
Yeah,
you're
but-
comboing out of here.
But if
Attacks.
you're gonna be getting that much key anyway, why not use super attacks? So yeah,
I
this
think
is
it'll be like under Giant.
under Giant.
Yeah, because Giant, I think Giant will still beat Super Saiyan God.
Well, we're talking about against like every transformation. Because if you're using, let's say, like, how about Powerpole against Giant, Namekian? The Powerpole could get past Giant by using its super armor. Even though the Giant does have a grab.
Oh yeah, it does.
But it's going to be hard to catch the Powerpole because it has that one spinny move.
Oh yeah, it does.
So, but Super Saiyan God against literally anything in this game, especially against Beast, it just wins. Because Beast has, again, it has the defense debuff. If you get hit by one combo by someone in Super Saiyan God while you're in Beast, kiss 2 health bars goodbye. Because
Especially if you're a Bell margin, if you have low stamina, bro. Like,
you just die.
yeah. Like, a heavy attack takes like half your health bar away.
Yeah, and if you have a basic attack build with a correct Super Soul, you can just do like a health bar and a half of damage in one combo.
Yeah, and that makes the fights too fast.
Yeah. So
Stuff health bars.
they really do need to buff the health bars in this game. 3 health bars is not enough for the broken things they're adding in this game. Anyway, we have Golden.
I absolutely love this, but overall, I think it'll be in. I think it'll be like a little better than Potential Unleashed, but at the same time a little worse than it, because transformation, the time it takes to transform. Wait, don't put consideration for Super Saiyan God for the transformation time.
It doesn't matter. It's really hard to perfect block because of how fast they do the transforming part. So
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't need to like.
and you can do it in a knockaway, unlike Beast that just doesn't. Your stamina is getting broken no matter what. It can't be negated by using a Super Soul, but that's dedicating a whole Super Soul just because you can't transform in peace. So I mean, Golden does take a long time to transform, but if you can knock someone away, then it won't be that big of an issue because you can just dash out of it.
Yeah.
Unlike Beast, where you have to watch them do the whole smirk and everything. I wish
you can like cancel out the smirk.
Yeah.
Because if you have like something you'd be able to do, you should be able to do.
Yeah, but
Like if you want to watch it, go ahead. But if you need to cancel it, then yeah, go ahead.
I would. Now, before Beast was added, I would put this in pretty crazy because it's literally the only reason the Frieza races can survive in the meta at all. You know, the meta filled with Awoken hit and.
Oh yeah, that
hero. Now I kind of agree that's in top of great. I feel like it's more of pretty crazy because it buffs Ki Blast a lot.
Yeah, like Ki Blast.
And if you have a Ki Blast build, which you should have for Frieza races, if you're doing a strike build, there's something mentally wrong with you. But it buffs Ki Blast a lot. I don't know the exact values again. I don't look at values. I just know the damage it does.
And 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha paired with a good Ki Blast build, like it can probably one-shot most characters. If you lock off though, I think.
The only thing about it is I'm pretty sure it gives you a massive debuff to defense. Yeah. That's it though. It's very good. And especially if you fought against a Frieza race that just runs away or does knock away Ki Blast super, then you're gonna struggle if you don't know how to deal with it. But since I'm built completely different on a different spectrum, I can deal with it very easily. But I can understand if people think it's pretty crazy, which I do.
I don't play online that much, but speaking of someone who uses golden form, yeah, it's pretty crazy if you can like somehow stamina break your opponent if they're stupid or something. And you could just, if you have a powerful enough ultimate, like 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha, or if you're poor Emperor's Death Beam, then yeah, you could just pretty much just kill your opponent.
Yeah.
Probably even if they limit burst.
What was I going to say? Yeah.
Golden form as.
Compared to Beast though, what do you think it is? You think it's better than Beast? I could literally go either way. The only reason I'd say Beast would be over is because they give Frieza races a stamina break.
Yeah, Beast. I feel like Beast. Well, for Saiyans, for Frieza races, Beast is like not that viable, I think, because it doesn't like buff basic attacks only.
It buffs all attacks overall.
Oh.
By 30%, which is lower than the Frieza race, I think, or the
Golden form.
Yeah.
But does golden form buff Ki Blast attacks?
It does, because that's the whole point. It's a Frieza transformation, and Frieza only uses death beams 50% of the time.
Okay.
Actually, it's more like 70% of the time.
Alright. So
yeah, it's pretty crazy. I wouldn't say it's broken because of the race that it's on. We all know the worst race in the game in terms of combos.
Oh. I thought you were talking the male modules.
Male modules have good combos.
Yeah, they have swingy arms.
Yeah, but Frieza races are not good except for their back hit, which can get you from 20 years away. But hey, if you're getting hit by it anyway, you're probably bad at the game. Now it's time for my favorite transformation. Super Saiyan Blue, baby. Blue hair. Oh my gosh. Oh. So, before the buffs to Super Saiyan Blue, I would say it was great. Because you would only really use it to get off one ultimate attack and maybe a combo, because the ki drain was insane. It was a 20% ki drain. So, what were you supposed to do to keep that? You would only do it for like an ultimate attack to get that massive 30% buff to your attacks.
Ooh.
But that's it. Because if you played with it for the entire match, you would also get your defense actually went down in Super Saiyan Blue before. Because that just makes sense, I assume.
Oh, okay.
Just to make it have some sort of downside, even though it drains your ki already. I don't know what they were thinking with that. But after the buffs, though, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty crazy. It's honestly above Beast.
In terms of competitive, right?
Yeah, because it's really easy to maintain now. You could just have permanent Super Saiyan Blue. In fact, I could even say it's a little broken. What do you think?
I haven't used Super Saiyan Blue since the buff, but speaking of that, I only know the key drain is not that significant anymore.
And it buffs your defense now by 5%, I believe.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you a defense buff. It just makes your defense like it. Well, it does give you a buff. It's very weird because with Blue Evolution, it says it gives you a defense buff, but it gives you like a -% that much damage. I don't know. It's very weird. I just know they both have some sort of defense buff, but it's not the same. Speaking of Blue Evolution, it's I don't want to say it's a worse version of Blue, because if you have a way to maintain it, then it's definitely better, and there's no reason to use Blue. But at the same time, its key drain is still bad. It's better than Blue's was, which is it was 20% for Blue before the patch.
Did they buff it in the patch?
Yeah, they made it so it's an 18% instead of a 28% key drain.
Oh.
That's why you could. This was just unviable completely back then, but now it's actually usable. I've used it a little bit. I don't like to use it often because the key drain is ridiculous. Still, but I say it's better.
Pretty crazy.
I don't know.
Good.
I feel like Blue is better overall.
But it's transformation time.
Yeah. Wait, what? Transformation time for Blue? It's
I mean, no.
It's easy.
For Blue Evolution.
It doesn't take that long compared to like Beast and Super Saiyan God. Even compared to Super Saiyan God is faster, I think. I don't know.
I think it's going pretty crazy.
Really?
Or great.
Alright, what do you think? You use Blue Evolution more than me, so.
I don't. Again, I don't think I've used it after the patch.
Really?
Even if I did, I don't remember how my experience was.
Hmm.
Before the patch, very hard to maintain. I kept having to charge in the middle of the match just to maintain it.
Yeah, when I use it now, it doesn't nearly annoy me as much. Especially if you use Divinity Unleashed and you actually fight your opponent instead of like spam blocking or whatever the Xenoverse players, whatever cheese the Xenoverse players can come up with to not play the game that they pay for. If you're actually playing the game and you have like a key recovery type of thing, that it's actually viable to use throughout the match instead of just for one ultimate attack and then you're done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think Blue is better because of the key drain. It doesn't drain as much key. I'm pretty sure it's 8% now, which is 10% less than Blue Evolution. And if you have a key regeneration Super Soul, your key just won't go down. Like I think I finally warmed up Vegeta Super Soul. I don't have one. I didn't do the raid because raids are boring in Xenoverse. Even though I wish I did it, now I have to wait for another raid that has the Super Soul. But there's other ways, like Gogeta DB Super Soul, where he just gets the key regeneration all the time. So yeah, the blue forms are actually good. They're nowhere near Super Saiyan God still. I mean, maybe Blue Evolution, because it has a 35% buff to everything.
Key Blast? Oh.
Key Blast and Strikes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It has a defense buff now, so like you can actually take a bunch of hits with it.
Yeah.
But now I want to put it in broken.
Yeah. I don't think it should be up there. I feel like
we'll put it in low. We'll put it in low broken. All right. Is that a good compromise?
Stuff like that should be like pretty crazy.
All right. And
that's the tier list.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to know the best transformations in Xenoverse right now, use Giant. Giant is better than every single transformation. Use Giant all the time. Giant Supremacy. I'm kidding.
Oh.
Super Saiyan God is just good. It has zero downsides. Unlike Giant Namekian, that has a stamina drain. Super Saiyan Blue has key drain, defense debuff. It's also on the worst race in the game. Okay, I'm starting to rethink this because I don't think potential unleash should be. Well, it's not particularly crazy. That's the thing. The only reason Beast isn't crazy is because the damage you can dish out, especially with the Beast combo, it literally just does a health bar of damage for no reason. He's dancing right now.
I was dabbed.
Yeah, potential unleash is just in the middle of everything because it's supposed to be balanced. It's for everyone. The Super Saiyan transformations, they need to rework on how you get the rest of the transformations because it just makes Super Saiyan 1 useless on both of these. Super Saiyan 2 is good if you want like your ki to actually go up when fighting. And Super Saiyan 3 is just for the crazy buff. This is the most useless transformation in the game, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
Kaioken is at least cool because it makes you red. Future Super Saiyan is just potential unleash but worse. And the animation is slower, so
what do we do with it?
Powerpole, honestly, it's better.
Than Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still hate the mod.
And these,
I still hate the Purification.
yeah, these both need a rework in general.
Unless you play Kid Buu, yeah. You better hope it gets.
I did play Kid Buu, but I mean, I just think you should be able to customize the super attacks at least. Kaioken is just bad. It's not good. It's like terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Or
The only useful part of it is freaking
times 20.
Yeah, and you can't even like master the Kaioken to make it so that stamina drain is better. And even if you use that one Kaioken Super Soul that slows your stamina, I think the stamina thing is still not good. And there's no Super Soul to use it like how Blue Kaioken works, where it just drains your health instead.
Yeah.
Which would be broken, but they also refuse to give us Blue Kaioken as an actual transformation. So
yeah, I kind of like their Blue Kaioken transformation, like for Goku.
yeah.
I feel like it would go well on packs. Like little modders use it.
I think if they want to keep it the way it is, they can at least make it so you can stack it with other transformations. Like imagine,
yeah, like the Kaioken is actually just a technique, it's not a transformation.
yeah. So like the way they did it, where it was a super attack in normal Xenoverse, they could just go back to doing that. Even though I know they're not going to, because it's literally just work, and they don't want to do work over there. They, as you can see by the fact that they peaked in DLC 6 in terms of content. Like, when's the last time you actually had fun doing a DLC story mission? The few missions, right? Like the Infinite History, where you have to use all your mentors in that one mission.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The last time I had fun with it was probably the Tournament Power one.
Yeah. Everything else is mid at best. So yeah, this is the tier list.
The Monster War Arc was too hard.
This is the tier list. Don't ever use Kaioken unless you're starting out the game. You should never use Kaioken because you can just use Kaioken Assault or Kaioken Kamehameha or ×4 or ×20.
Alright, we know. We already did the recap.
And you should never use Purification in any situation ever.
Yeah, use Potential Unleash instead.
Yeah, anyway, tell us in the comments what you think about this tier list.
And yeah, these are our opinions.
Yeah, so
These are not facts.
it's okay to disagree, guys. You don't have. Also, don't start a fight about if freaking. I don't know what you would start a fight about. I guess maybe the Frieza race mates would get mad that we put Golden below Beast. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna do a YouTube outro. Please come back. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I don't really care if you like it. It shouldn't matter. Anyway, bye.